Going on. So you have the Seven of Cups, the Death card, the Eight of Wands, the Seven of Swords, the Devil, the Magician, Four of Cups, the Five of Wands, the Nine of Wands, and the Queen of Cups. So what I'm seeing here for a lot of you Aries is that a lot of you Aries, Seven of Cups, the Death card, the Eight of Wands, a lot of you Aries are exploring your options. Okay, Seven of Cups, talking to as many people as you like or you want to talk to, taking control. The Death card, doing the things that you want. Eight of Wands, you know what you want. You have a better idea, of what you want. You're going after what you want. The Seven of Swords, the Devil, you are meeting some individuals that are obviously they're into the game, but the Magician, the Four of Cups, the Five of Wands, you're in a situation where a lot of you need to, a lot of you are pretty much understanding that the people you're making a distinction from the people who play games and people who don't. People who do not play games, a lot of you are very attentive to those people who don't. Like I said before, you're just getting to know as many people as you possibly can as of right now. The Magician, the Four of Cups, the Five of Wands. This is about how a lot of you need to, if you're looking to be in any kind of relationship, this is about how a lot of you Aries are willing to, willing to make the first step. You're willing to approach, you're willing to get approached or allow yourself to be approached. But if a person isn't into you, where they're trying to give back, where they're making an effort to get to know you, because you'll know if a person is interested or whatnot, because they'll make an effort, right? Yeah, I mean, to be honest with you though, people most of the times, most people will actually be interested in you in varying degrees, right? And what I mean when I say varying degrees, I mean just kind of it really depends on like a scale, pretty much Libra scale, right? As to where varying degrees, like how, are they warmed up? So are they warmed up to the idea? What's going on? This, that, and the third. So as a result, you kind of have to understand what kind of degree they're warmed up to, and learn how to turn the heat up, so to speak. But the Four of Cups, and I'm saying most, right? Now, some people are not into you, and the best way for you to tell if someone really isn't into you is they pretty much they're telling you that, and they're not giving you any kind of, they're treating you with respect, but they honestly do not, you can tell that they're not holding anything back. They're not trying to get you to give them attention. In other words, they're treating you like a friend, and that's it, and there's no kind of expectation to ever go higher. They're just saying hi, pretty much. That's how you know when someone is really pretty much not really interested in you. So the thing about it is that the Magician, the Four of Cups, and the Five of Wands represents. So as a result, this is pretty much a situation where a lot of you need to understand that that's the mentality that a lot of you Aries now have. And that's very good, because it means that you're able to tell, or I should say, when you get more experience with this, you'll be able to tell kind of on a scale how people are warmed up to you. And the Magician is about taking responsibility of this, right? The Four of Cups and the Five of Wands represents again, that effort that's being made. But if a person doesn't show you any kind of effort, and a person will begin to show you some form of effort from the first conversation that the two of you have. If, like I said, if you tell them that you want to give them your number or you want to exchange numbers, I wouldn't suggest take their number, because people like to spin things, because people love these narratives. Because if you ask these people for their number, what will happen is they will put it into a perspective where it's like, oh, you're one of those people that's going to make it difficult for me or whatnot. So the reason, because in essence, I'm doing this with my hands, because it's like, it doesn't make any sense. Okay. So what you do to alleviate that situation, to get through that, is you basically give them your number. That way, that alleviates that situation. So they don't feel like, oh, this person, now I gave my number to this person. Because that, y'all already know, that's the narrative that they're going to throw out there. But then if you don't take their number, or if you don't ask for it and you give them your number, the only reason, I ain't gonna say the only reason, but the only two reasons why it is that they won't text it or they won't call is because they're pretty much too caught up with their ego and they think that they're hot stuff, or they, which means that they're in the game, or they're not into you. But even then, them not being into you, that's pretty much, that's kind of fallen by the wayside, because more than likely it means that they got somebody. Okay, that's the only reason why it would not be into you. Because how many times do we see people who keep people's numbers years after they wouldn't give them the time of day, and then 10, 15, 20 years later, 10 years later, 5 years later, right? 5 years later, you coming up, you doing your thing, and to the point where you doing your thing so much where you get a call or a text message out of the blue, and people, hey, how's it going? Yeah. And you're like, and you're like, what is going on? Who are you? Oh, or you may remember, oh, such from years ago that you don't really care about. It's like that sometimes. So the Nine of Wands and the Queen of Cups now represent. So as a result of this, a lot of you Aries now, you have a better understanding of what a person looks like now that they're going to give you a difficult time coming into, trying to get to know them. You understand, right? Those people, I'll say this to help you out, to help you Aries out. Those people who are, like I've said before, those people who give you a difficult time from the very beginning, those are not the type of people that you really want to hang out with. Because and we're talking about it now, I told you that there's 3 different ways that a person can interact with you. 3 different ways. There's only 3. There's only 3. I'm talking about as far as romance is concerned. If they interact with you a different way, that's some whole other stuff. But romantically, there's 3 different ways, only 3, that a person can interact with you. They're either ragging on you, where they're going at you, immediately going at you. There is them being standoffish, right? Which is pretty much the other extreme, right? Yeah, excuse me. I want to get this right. They're either ragging on you, right? And they're being difficult. Or the other approach is they're being super friendly, okay? And then there's the middle approach, right? What you want to do is that you are testing the waters to see if a person is going to give you, in essence, the middle approach. And the reason why I'm saying that in the first place is because, number one, the person is too standoffish. They like you, okay, but they're too scared to be in a relationship. So they're going to give you a freaking difficult time the whole time you're trying to get to know them, potentially even through the whole relationship. And when I say the whole relationship, meaning that I'm implying that it's going to come to an end at some point. And I don't mean the end as far as marriage is concerned or years with the person. I mean soon, okay? Soon. In the context of how far relationships can last, soon. And then you have the super friendly approach. Now, the person who's giving you the super friendly approach, you need to understand that that person, they're looking for something. So they don't really have so much time in the world to actually really get to know you and bask in the glory of being in a relationship. Those are people that in essence are looking for something. So they think you can give them what it is that they're looking for. So that's the reason why they're willing to be super friendly with you, offer you anything, including, and it just be so easy like that. And then you have the middle approach, like I claimed before, right? Like I was talking about before. The middle approach, okay, between the two extremes, the middle approach is what it is that you're testing, what it is that you're looking for. You want to pay attention to see if a person is not necessarily going at you, but at the same time, not super friendly to the point where it's like, is this person pulling my leg? Is this you know what I mean? Like, is this person trying to, like, you know, run game on me type stuff? Like, is this person looking for something? Like, what are they looking for, right? You wanna test the waters to see if a person has that middle approach, because that's the type of interactions that you have with people that usually, statistically, we're talking about that are the most successful. Why? Because the person more than likely is not looking for something, and they are also not going to be super scared to get to know you so much to the point where they sabotage the relationship, all right? The people that give you that type of middle approach that I was talking about, those are the type of people that, you know, oftentimes is actually ready to get to know. That's how it is that you can tell. And this is why it is that I say, that I suggest, this is just my suggestion, at the end of the day, you can do whatever it is that you want to, you know, if a person, you know, stop looking for people to, you know, just give you a bunch of gobbledygook nonsense, who don't know what it is that they're talking about, to give you the answers that it is that you're looking for, because they're not really paying attention. They're just in this thing for money, okay? Money or attention, or they're giving you terrible advice. So let's clarify some of these cards. So let's clarify some of these cards. So, okay, let's clarify the Magician. So what are you going to do in the future? So the Seven of Cups, the Nine of Swords, the Lovers, and the Tower. Right, you're going to continue to move forward. The Nine of Swords, some of you Aries may be thinking about, you know, are you going to encounter this type of difficulty in the future? Well, yes and no. Yes, in the sense that people will still try to, some people will still be testy. No, in a sense that it really depends on if you take it personally. The Lovers in the Tower represents, and all it is that you Aries have to do is to not take certain things personally and just watch, be watchful, pay attention, and you won't get so caught up. Let's clarify the Queen of Cups. Let's clarify the Queen of Cups now, which is kind of the people that you could potentially interact with in the future. The Ten of Cups, the Ten of Wands, the Justice, okay, and the Two of Wands, right. When you interact with people who are jerks, just leave them alone. You know, even the cards are saying it, just leave them alone. The Justice and the Two of Wands, because you Aries are supposed to understand that you're better. You're more than just having people being super standoffish, because that's essentially what power struggles are. Think about it. That's what a power struggle is. That's part of why so many people run game when they're giving you the passive aggressive type of interactions, right? They're essentially they're being standoffish. It's that power struggle. And then sometimes people will be super nice just to hang out with you, to get you caught up. You know what I mean? Because they want something. Why do you think that people kiss up to celebrities all the time? They kiss up to them and they end up being yes people kissing up to them, right? Being super friendly, the friendly approach, like I said, because they want those people to like them. They're overly preoccupied with having this celebrity like them. Instead of them just be real, and instead of them be like, look, more than likely, you're not going to give me a call back tomorrow. So what do I care for? And just be real with it. And that might actually get the celebrity's attention. What do they normally do? They normally think to themselves, I'm just going to say yes to whatever it is that this person says, no matter how off the wall it sounds like, so I can get in this celebrity's good graces. And the Justice and the Two of Wands represents just that. Don't even, and the Justice represents Libra, which is the exact opposite of Aries. So don't even get yourselves caught up with that. Don't even allow yourselves to be caught up with the nonsense and the dysfunction. What you Aries should be focusing on is focusing on your life, focusing on your future, focusing on the possibilities of how your life is and how you're enjoying it. Stop worrying about the dysfunctional individuals that are knuckleheads that don't want to do right by you. But that's pretty much it. Comment on the video, like the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, share the video. I'm trying to make my YouTube channel grow to 10,000 subscribers by the end of June. As of right now, I have 6,463 subscribers. Smash the subscribe button, smash that like button, hit that notification bell, set that notification bell to all so you can get more of my videos and I can continue to teach y'all and put y'all on game.